Democrats, for better or for worse, are trying to not just mobilize their base, but to really get their base like fired up and excited for like a big, busy, buzzy midterm season. And there is apparently now a Democratic fight song, and we all have to learn it now because nobody wants to be the person at the rallies who doesn't know the lyrics to the fight song. So embarrassing. It really does feel like they're taking their cues from high school pep rallies. But at the Democratic National Committee meeting in Minneapolis this week, attendees were led in song and they were encouraged to sing along, and they had the lyrics up on the screen and everything. So here are the lyrics, and you guys can follow along at home. DEMS, we rise, stronger together, blue skies. Lift your voice, we're bold and true. Onward, Democrats, we shine blue.
No,
okay, I was never a cheerleader, so that was my best go at it. DNC Chairman Ken Martin also told Democrats that they need to bring a bazooka to a knife fight. Better late than never, I guess. And they need to grow a damn spine. Here's what he said. Now look, folks, I'm sick and tired of this Democratic Party bringing a pencil to a knife fight. We cannot be the only party that plays by the rules anymore. So, Elliot, did you like the song? Have you committed it to memory? And will you be singing it at the next Democratic rally that you attend?
I'm actually changing my political affiliation right now after that. I think this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Honestly, when I first read this headline, I thought it was going to be that, which I'm not going to sing it, but that song is like, "This is my fight song." You know that song?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was somehow even worse. What they're doing. I mean, the Democrats are not the coolest people. I will say that, unfortunately. And this is so embarrassing. And they also, even when they're trying to sound tough, this sort of like, we are sick and tired of it. It's so just like, come on, man. You guys got to do a little better than this.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Democrats.
One day.
Well, yeah, maybe make Democrats great again. So, because back in the day, I mean, JFK was a badass, right? And you could argue Clinton was cool and Obama was cool. I wouldn't argue Bill Clinton's cool today, right? But could have made the argument back then.
Back in the day, he was.
What's that?
Yeah, back in the day in the 90s, he was the coolest thing that anybody had seen. He was playing the saxophone on Arsenio,
Yeah, and so, but like, they seem so unaware. I think that's the real thing, right? So you do a fight song. It depends on how you do it. I guess you could have fun with it, but you gotta like be a little self-effacing, right? Understand that it's dorky. Like if you own the dork, that's okay. But if you don't realize you're being dorky, like I wrote a poem called Hope, and I read it on air a couple of times over the years. And one of the hilarious lines in it is that blue I see? Is that hope I feel? But I own the dork, right? Like I know it's funny, right? But they don't seem to realize it's funny, and they're taking it seriously. They remind me of the Northwestern guys. Now this is super random. And if you don't know anybody who went to Northwestern, you're like, what? But like I know a couple of guys, and they're all mental about like Northwestern. There's some propaganda that they do at that particular school. And like if you see two Northwestern guys get together, like alumni, they'll immediately break out into like weird handshakes and secret songs. And you're like, bring it down, man, or get a room. So I got the same kind of vibe from this Dems Rise song. But look, if it was like a side story, it's funny, we'd have fun with it, but who cares, right? But to me, the problem is this is all they have, empty theatrics. So when he says, grow a damn spine, Ken, right back at you, brother. So we just covered last week that the DNC had a vote and they proposed a resolution to stop funding Israel in the middle of this genocide. And they're like, oh, no, we can't do that. We can't do that to the Israeli lobby donors. What, no. And then they produce like some weak sauce thing about like, we also care about Palestinians, I guess. And then they passed that, and then they took that one back. No, you can't say grow a damn spine and not do anything that actually shows spine, and then give me a song about how you're rising in an awkward way. Okay, nobody else is rising with you, Ken.
Yeah, that was earlier this week that we covered that story about the DNC. So, like my personal outlook on life is that everyone is a huge dork. Like everyone is a huge dork. Some people you just have to dig a little bit deeper before you can get to it, before you can uncover it. But at people's cores, they're a bunch of dorks. Like I'm a dork. I've never claimed to be a cool person. I don't think I'm that cool. I don't think I'm that funny. But like this whole thing is so interesting because it's like they're trying so hard to like mobilize people and get people energized and get people excited to vote in the next midterm, in the upcoming midterms. Because I think on some level, the Democrats have finally figured out that it's not just enough to fearmonger to your base and say, oh, you have to vote or else this other person's gonna win. So put our person in. They have to get people actually excited about their candidates that they're putting forward. And maybe this is a first step towards that. But the other thing is that the voters, the Democratic voters, are literally telling the Democrats what they want from that party and why they're not excited to vote for this party because they're not doing the things that we're asking of them. We're telling them these are the things that we would like you to do, these are the things we would like you to say, and the Democrats cannot do it. And as Cenk referenced, earlier this week we covered that story where the DNC was discussing a few referendums and they couldn't even get on board to say that Israel, like that we're not going to fund or support Israel anymore as a party. And this is something that is overwhelmingly supported not just by Democratic voters but by people on both sides of the political aisle, and the Democrats are still dragging their feet. That was a huge issue in the 2024 election, and we told them that, right? So many people told the Democrats we are withholding our votes this election cycle because we do not like the Democrats' stance on Israel and Gaza and what's happening over there, and the fact that we keep funding it and sending them weaponry, and we're seeing all the death and destruction over there, and we don't want it anymore. So we're not going to vote for your candidate. And we got two presidential candidates this time around, and neither of them denounced what was going on in Gaza. So the people, like it's not, we don't have to sing fight songs. Just do the stuff, just do your jobs, just govern and just pay attention and listen to your constituents. Unfortunately, the Democrats are starting to do all these theatrical things, in my opinion, because they've decided that they're not going to listen to their constituents anymore. They're chasing those big money donors. They're chasing all that big money that has for so long propped up the Republican Party. And so they're saying, you know what, we'll just like get them excited with songs. We'll just have them sing songs and that'll be fun for them. So any final thoughts, Elliot or Cenk?
Just embarrassing. I mean, and it also is like the Democrats, as you're saying, Yasmin. And first of all, I agree that everyone is cringy and dorky to some degree, and it is just about owning it. But until the Democrats start offering some kind of policy that people can connect with, there's no amount of fight song singing that's going to get them on the next election. And my worry is that they're going to continue down this road and they're going to continue losing elections. And then they're going to turn around and ask for donations and go, let's keep singing fight songs. And so that's my big concern behind having to laugh at them because it's cringy.
Because you have to.
And
yeah, that's all we have.
Who uses the word bazooka anymore? It
reminds me of gum, Bazooka Joe gum.
Yeah,
that was good.
If you bring a bazooka to a fight, you'll have brought us to the 1800s. So
it's not even a good.
Yeah,
it's not an effective weapon these days.
Yeah. Anyways, random. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.